Hello, we want to look at this topic in mathematics, quadratic equations. When we are talking about quadratic equation is an equation in form of ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is the coefficient of x squared, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant number. Now, before we can say an equation is a quadratic equation, that equation must have a what? A degree 2, which is the power of 2, before we can say an equation is a quadratic equation. We have three methods of solving quadratic equation. We have operation method, we have general formula, and we have completing the square method. If you use any of these three methods, we are going to have the same answer. We are going to have the same root of the quadratic equation. Now, let's solve this. We have x squared plus 8x plus 15 equal to 0. Now, this is a quadratic equation because it's in form of this general formula and general form of quadratic equation as ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. You can see that this equation and this equation, they are in the same form. So this equation is a quadratic equation. Now we have x squared plus 8x plus 15 equal to 0. Now let's solve. This coefficient of x squared, we multiply it with the last number. Last digit here, the last number, which is x squared times 15. We have it as what? We have it as 15x squared. Now we are going to look for the factor of 15. Now whether we add it or we subtract it, we are going to have this 8x. What are the factor of 15? 3 times 5 will give us 15. 5 times 3 will give us 15. 15 times 1 will give us 15. 1 times 15 will give us 15. Now, when we add this or we subtract it, we are going to have this 8x. We can see that the factor we can take is 3x plus 5x. It will give us what? 8x. So that means this factor is the correct factor because 3x plus 8x, we are going to have it as what? As 8x. 3x plus 5x, it will give us 8x. Now that means this is the choosing factor. But if you say 5x minus 3x, we are going to have what? 2x. So it's not the same thing as this. If you say 15x plus x, we have it as what? 16x. So which is not part of this. Now if you say 1 minus 1x minus 15x, we are having it as what? Minus 14x. This one is also out of it. Now we are having 3x plus 5x as our what? As our factor of 15x squared. To get 8x. Now this one will now be x squared plus, don't forget, this is the factors of 15, which is plus 3x plus 5x plus 15 equal to 0. This one and this one, they are the same. If you look at this equation, x squared, because 3x plus 5x is 8x plus 15 equal to 0. These equations are the same. Nothing changed. Now, we have this one as x squared plus 3x plus 5x plus 15 equal to 0. Now, you can see that x is common to the 2. We factorize x out. X into brackets x plus what? Plus 3. Because, how do you know? If I choose with what? With x. x divided by x squared, we have it as x. X divided by 3x, we have it as 3. Now, x times x squared. X times 3, 3x. So this one and this one, they are the same. Now the same thing. Let's look at this one. Plus, what is common here? 5x plus 15. What is common? 5 is common. That's 5 into x plus 3 into bracket, close the bracket, equal to 0. Now, if you look at this now, 5 times x, we have it as 5x. Plus times plus, we have it as plus. 5 times 3, we have it as 15, which is equal to what? 0. Now, you can see that this one and this one, they must look alike before you can say the factor you choose is correct. That means this factor is correct. If you choose any of these factors and you make use of it, you will not have the same like times here. That's how to test whether your choosing factors are correct or not. So we have this one and this one, they are the same. Therefore, we have this one as x plus 5, close the bracket, and you choose x plus 3. You close the bracket, equal to 0. So, therefore, since x plus 5 and x plus 3 equal to 0, so therefore, x plus 5 equal to 0 or x plus 3 equal to 0. Now, if x plus 5 equal to 0, automatically x is equal to what? Minus 5. Because if this plus 5 comes to this side, it becomes minus. Because plus 5, when you cross this, it becomes minus. So 0 minus 5 will give us minus 5, or x is equal to minus 3. Because if this plus 3 comes to this side, it becomes negative also. So 0 minus 3, we have it as what? Minus 3. This is our what? Root of the quadratic equation. Thank you.